had an idea for something I should build. I was looking out here across the beach base out into the Minecraft ocean, and I was thinking it would be cool to have a giant aircraft carrier out there. You know, I do want to practice my building skills and exercise creativity, but I think in this case I'm just going to try to recreate something that I think looks awesome and learn from that, and just kind of want to see an awesome aircraft carrier out there. I think that'd be cool. But before we can do that, we're going to have to gather a lot of materials, and I mean a lot. So let's get started. So I've started some of the collection over here. We start with just some wool. There's white wool that's going to be needed, and I think I need about 11,000 blocks of that. Some gray wool and some light gray wool. It collects pretty slowly. We're going to speed that up by having some other collection. I have a few more sheep down in this hole. Just a few. But we take some shears to this and we get like another close to 8 stacks. I made a few of these other stalls, so multiply what we make over there in the farm by 6 for each of the dark wool, or the dark gray and the regular light gray. I guess it's the light gray and the regular gray. But we need about 27,000, I think, of the light gray, and like 21,000 of the dark. But 21,000, I think, comes to about 15 shulker boxes full. So I can see here I have named some of the more important portals. For instance, our beach base here, or beach house. I have the stronghold labeled there, and our cavern base. And I'll probably put a few more labels onto things as they become kind of the more important places to go into. So over there you can see there's the ancient city. The other thing we have to collect a lot of is terracotta. You can collect that at the Badlands, but we don't really have a whole lot of Badlands. I think if you've seen the Big Map episode, we barely touched a small biome of Badlands. What you can do instead is you can take mud and use dripstone to turn that into clay. You can make a bit of a mud farm, which I have going over here. And then you use dripstone to turn that into clay. You can bake that, which isn't too hard to do because I have all this lava. I have the lava cauldron set up. And you can make terracotta like that. Then I just have to add the red dye, which we get plenty of that because of the iron golems and the iron golem, or the iron farm. It's just a byproduct of that with the red poppies. And the red terracotta, we need about 15,000 blocks of that, which is something like 7 or 8 shulker boxes full. So the design for this machine here to turn dirt into mud is a tutorial by Ilmango, and I can link that in the description. So the cavern, if you remember, has gotten an upgrade. We had the lava farm going here with the dripstone above it. There's lava on top of that allows the cauldrons to fill up. Then we have this here. You can see the clay, which is mud that's been put on top of dripstone blocks with the dripstone underneath it. It supposedly leaches out the water and turns the mud into clay. Then we have the machine here. We have chests that's full of dirt, and we have this the water here that kind of recycles all the bottles. They go through into the hopper. The bottles get applied to the dirt, turns it into mud. You dig it up. That goes into a hopper, and the mud goes into a chest while all the bottles get recycled. All right, let's get to some fun stuff here. We're going to enter the ancient city again, and this time with the full intention of summoning the Warden, but not without some preparation. Okay, this place, this area looks kind of safe. I think I'll try to set up a portal, and we'll link it to the nether ceiling. And we're going to have that portal be where we lure the Warden into. And we're going to try to make kind of a safe tunnel inside this this wall here on the side. We'll just dig into the deep slate. So let's get some of our materials out. Okay, we got night vision potions here. The milk, as before, we can get rid of the darkness effect, but probably mostly we'll just need the night vision here. Now we're going to make a portal. We'll find a Shrieker nearby. Looks like there's plenty of sensors. And I see a Shrieker over there. So whatever is the nearest Shrieker, I think we'll utilize that. We'll just leave one in place, and we can have a way to summon the Warden. Okay, let's make a portal right here. And get the coordinates. So we can divide by 8 and put another portal in the nether ceiling that'll link up to this. So of course, if we just go through here, then it'll show up somewhere in the nether below the ceiling and not be very easy to get around. So we want it on the nether ceiling where everything is nice and easily controllable. And that way we can lure the Warden around our nether ceiling and into the stronghold, because we're going to take them to the end. So up on the ceiling here, we're just going to make our portal to link to. And this will be where the Warden comes out after we lure him in, if everything goes to plan. And so we'll probably enclose this somehow and get him trapped in here, or put up a something that makes sound, like we can have a piston that's just constantly going. And he'll be attracted to that and should be totally distracted, so that it's safe to be around him until we need to lure him over to the stronghold. Okay, welcome to the ancient city. Let me give you this setup. You can see back there is home base, and here's how we have things configured to trap and lure the Warden and eventually bring him to the end to meet up with the dragon. So you can see here I have a kind of a janky piston system that's just going to constantly make noise. That's going to attract the Warden and distract him. We go through here, you can see I've blocked it on the other side, this portal. And then we're in the ancient city at this side. We have some nearby Shriekers that we can use to summon the Warden, and we just need to bring him to this this portal. After we lure him in, we're going to kind of run to the edge of the ancient city and have another portal there that will link us up to a separate area just off to the side in the nether ceiling. So we'll actually be right next to the Warden, but it's going to be down this hallway here. So all the way down from that portal there, and even though it was a long ways here, I had to run, I don't know, 100 blocks or more. When we get to the nether ceiling, it's really just right next to this other setup here. So these are separated by a chunk. There's one chunk there, and another chunk for the portal I just came through. So we can lure a guy and have him stuck in here. Probably name tag him so he doesn't go away, and then we can see about bringing him over to the stronghold. Okay, why don't we find our Shrieker? I think there was one over this way.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Okay, here we go. And it's not close enough. Here we go again. Still not close enough. Third time's a charm. This is still not close. I thought it was 16 blocks. And okay, there we go. Run for your life. Yes, okay, Warden's coming. Let's make sure we can see. He should be just on the other side of our portal here. We got night vision, we got speed, so we can try to outrun him if need be. And he's somewhere close. There he is. So this is my first encounter with the Warden. Previous visit here, I just avoided him altogether, and I guess we continue to get darkness effect around him, and we'll just lure him in, and hopefully he won't shout at us. No sonic blast, just need him to go right in through that. Did he already go? I think he's through. I don't hear anything. Okay, we're gonna race down. Oh, yep. Okay, everything went right. He's in the enclosed, and I have darkness effect. Let's just wait for this to wear off. Okay, there we go. Wow, okay. Yeah, bright. Everything's nice and bright with the night vision. So he's... Sure sounds like he's right in here. I'm getting darkness again. I can hear the piston machine. Ah, cool. So he's just twitching to the piston machine. And why don't we name tag him? We gotta do that before he decides to crawl back. If he even would, he might not even do that with the pistons, but let's, well, shoot, I need to make an anvil. Not prepared. But yeah, we have the iron to spare. Let's just do this right so that there's no chance of him, crawling back in the ground now. And what do we call him? Not something too dorky. I don't know. We'll call him Pete. Pete reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. Alright, so now just get rid of the darkness effect, and I guess next step is lure him to the stronghold, which should be over yonder. Okay, so the next issue is we need to get him through this portal, through the end portal. So I'm gonna disable the original regular portal I had, and instead I have this little area. It's kind of like what you do for a mob farm. I have a portal here, so he's gonna drop through, and the water will carry him into that hole right there, and that goes right through the end portal. So he's gonna appear in the end on that tiny little platform, and yeah, so am I when I go through. So how do we deal with that? Okay, this is just going to be me narrating the replay of this rather fun face-off between Warden and Dragon. You can see here I'm trying to resummon the dragon, and this guy's getting in the way. Pete's in the way here. So I think I need to distract him. Yeah, throwing the trident and trying to get him to head the other direction, and then I just place the rest of the crystals. And I think he's like walking back, and I'm kind of being cautious here. But there we go. Okay. He's busy. He's busy killing Enderman, and there the dragon appears. So we're in business. And dragon's shooting at me. I'm up on this platform I set up ahead of time. I figured I would just watch the whole thing from here, like a show. And yeah, I have to take care of. He just missed me there. Of course, his shots are kind of slow. So yeah, here's the first perch, and okay, the warden's preoccupied with these Endermen still, so he hasn't even begun to face off with the dragon yet. But it's kind of fun to see just how much he terrorizes the Enderman. Take a look at all the ender pearls that end up getting left around. So this guy just goes to town. Yeah, the Endermen are no match for him. But the trouble was to get him interested in the dragon, and vice versa. So I spent a good deal of time up on the perch. I'm actually in the background right there. Good deal of time just trying to encourage him to come in. Here we go. He's finally getting angry at the dragon, and this is pretty fun. He just gets knocked back. He gets angry. It looks like he tries to shoot his sonic blast. He's doing that chest thing a lot. And there, he totally destroys that guy with the invisible sonic blast. So I'm not quite sure what was going on with that. It didn't seem like it was effective against the dragon, which was really a bummer. At least I could not tell. I never saw the dragon's health go down from the warden trying to do that sonic shout. I never saw the sonic shout either. But I think in the replay we see him trying to do that. We see him kill that Enderman right there. And I think we get to hear it at one point too. One point where the sonic blast sound is caught. So okay, here I am, first person now. He's just destroying more Endermen. I'm trying to lure him in close. Dragon's nearby, so I had to continually try to aggro the. I don't know if it's aggro, but if you damage the dragon, he eventually goes and perches again, which is what I wanted to happen. I collect a little bit of dragon's breath there. That's nice. So I need the dragon to perch so that he can be kind of in range of the warden, because obviously the dragon has that advantage that he can fly. And then we lure the warden over. So he's it's getting closer there, and I think right here the dragon perches. Okay, here he comes, and so zoom in to take a look. He's bouncing the warden off. Warden comes in. He's getting mad. And I don't know if that... I like how he gets bounced back there. I don't know if that platform I made is ideal for this showdown. I was trying to make it so that he would go up on that platform and just could wallop the dragon. But he's spending a lot of time... Here he goes up the stairs, which is perfect. That's what I wanted to do. And he's like trying to shoot his invisible sonic blast, but it seems like no effect. But yeah, if I could get him up on that platform while the dragon lands, then he could start walloping him there, which would be great. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Of course, anytime he gets close, the dragon just bounces him off and he goes flying. And he's angry again. He sure is angry. I'm dealing with an Enderman up there. And so's the warden. The warden's subtracted. Oh, I think he took care of him for me. I think he killed the Enderman that was after me. Pete's a good friend. Okay, so here he doesn't know what to do. Come on, man. Oh, now he's mad. But he never gets his licks in. I sure wish that Sonic Blast would have some effect. It comes back in. I think I'm shooting some arrows at the dragon, and Pete gets bounced. Oh, way back there now. Comes rushing back in, but the dragon takes off again. So, yeah, it was just it was a lot of this. It was very one-sided. The dragon seemed to have no interest in fighting the Warden. He seemed kind of like there we got to hear the Sonic Blast. I don't know if you caught that, but that is the sound of the Sonic Blast. But he did it when he was getting knocked back. And I never did see the dragon take any damage from it. Yeah, dragon doesn't seem to care about anyone but you. He bounces Enderman around pretty regularly. I don't think he ever aggroes on Enderman. There was the sound again. There was the Sonic Blast sound again. So, and it is timed with him doing his animation. That animation right there. Yeah, he runs around a bit more. He's doing the same thing. It's like he wants to do damage. I wonder if the game just does not allow him to do damage to the dragon. Get some good knockbacks. The Warden. He gets beat back quite a lot in this one-sided... Such a shame. This Warden's supposed to be so unbeatable, right? But yeah, he really has a disadvantage that he's melee, and you just can't get close to the dragon because you keep getting bounced back like that. I thought Pete was going to be my my secret weapon against the dragon, but I got thrown again. I do like seeing him get thrown like that. That's pretty entertaining. And then he just gets mad and rushes back. Yeah, it's just what, I would do damage, throw in the occasional. That kind of sounded like he was doing the Sonic Blast. And there I finally shot the last arrow. You can see Warden's happy. He doesn't care. So now it's time to take care of him. Not like I can just let him rule in the end. And it sounds like I made an Enderman mad too. So yeah, nothing you could do. You just attack from range like this, and eventually I pour some water on him. Kind of thinking maybe he would go up the water, which he kind of is doing. But yeah, that was the last shot. And so there you go, Warden v Dragon. Really not too much of a contest. I mean, it was fun to see, but so one-sided. Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed the show. There's one last thing I wanted to do, though. Okay, I got one more show, and that is Warden versus a pack of dogs. So I've been spending a little time breeding up a bunch of dogs here, and I've got, I think, kind of an excessive pack of dogs. So this was one of various methods recommended to try to take care of the Warden. One was bees. That seemed kind of ridiculous. Of course, you could try to drop them from heights. Yeah, all kinds of things you could try to do. But I think dogs would be effective, and I had a bunch up here anyway, so just need to lure him out. So obviously this is a new Warden. I went and summoned another one, got him through the portal and trapped him. I don't remember if I named him. Maybe not. I forgot to name him. So I'm up on this platform where I figured he couldn't hit me, And I think it's rather peculiar. I'm hitting him with the trident, and there's no reaction from him, no reaction from the dogs. As soon as I hit him with an arrow, which I think I try next right here, I missed. We're going to try again. And this sets him off. So you see the flaming arrow there. I hit him. He gets mad at me. The dogs get mad at him. And he does his sonic blast right there, which terrifies me, so I take off. I've got the darkness effect. I've just gotten blasted. I'm almost dead. One more hit, and my totem would go off. I believe I had brought a couple totems, so I figured, that was a possibility. But I thought I had gotten out of his range. This was like 20 blocks high, and so now I realize that's not high enough. Somehow. And now my dogs are stuck over there. So now I'm like, this didn't go so well. When we fly around, we managed to pick up the pack again. I think I lure him back over this direction here. And he's an angry little beast, isn't he? Doggies follow. He's trying to blast me again. I don't know if he did there or not. We didn't see it. But a lot of times I would swing by and get a blast, and then I'd be forced to take off. I might have got a swing in there, but I feel like every time I tried to dive bomb him, I was missing with my sword. So I didn't have the timing right. Just try to fly right through him and swing the sword. But maybe I did some damage. I just didn't. I don't really recall getting any acknowledgement of the the sound from hitting him or anything. And I'm totally missing him right here. There, I finally hit. Trying to get the dogs. I realized that the flaming arrows seem to do the trick. I'm trying to get the dogs to, there they go. Now they're all over him. Must be taking a lot of damage there. He zaps me again, so I skedaddle. And it's too bad the dogs just can't catch up to him now. He's fast, right? This is one of the fastest mobs, isn't it? I think it is. I think he's faster than you running, which is why I wanted the speed potion before. Yeah, he's getting nipped a little bit by those dogs. It's so funny they're all just chasing him, and he doesn't care. And eventually the dogs get dropped. They get strewn all over the place up here. I'm just flying away from my life. I have to recover as well in between each of these. I get damaged from the sonic blast. I'm just about dead, so I have to eat something, and then I wait and I heal up. I'm basically just trying to get him, lure him close to the dogs, so that I can hit him with the arrow and get him to get attacked by the pack. It looks like I sought some... Yeah, that's right. I sought some safety back on the platform and decided to build it up a little higher, but I think I was running out of the scaffolding. So I had enough to kind of just made a little diving board out here, which I think was enough to see him. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. So this wasn't very exciting. I could take him out, but where's the fun? The dogs aren't around, so I think I decide maybe I can try dive bombing him. I think that's what I do next. So let's see. Pan the camera around here for some reason. Obviously, when I did the replay, so I swoop down, recollect the dogs. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna try this tactic of getting the dogs to totally. Yeah, there we go. Getting dogs. And it's interesting, they get in a bunch of licks. Take that blast again. They get a bunch of hits in, but he doesn't seem to retaliate. He's just focused on me. I try to get him. It's funny, I don't think I got him with the sword, but as soon as I touch down, all the dogs appear right there. I think if I had got him, the dogs would have been attacking again. So that's a sign that I was missing. I should have come in. I wanted to hit him with the sword, but I could have probably dive bombed him with the arrows. And you get a little extra speed with the arrow, it does more damage. At this point, I think I'm just trying to aggro him because I know that the trident won't make the dogs attack. But I'll switch to the arrow here. Right? I think. Just trying to get him close to the dogs. There we go. And yeah, oh, he's taking a lot of damage there. He can't even wade through. Can't even get through. But then he eventually does. Lose a few of the dogs through that portal. And he blasts me again, so I gotta go run for my life. Okay, I've collected over here again behind Ancient City portal with all the dogs. And I'm missing like a noob. And then I finally kill him. I didn't realize that was going to be the last shot. A little anticlimactic. I would have preferred if the doggos got him. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope it was fun and educational and entertaining. It was fun to do for sure. I enjoyed finally meeting the Warden and seeing what worked and what didn't, and how he behaves and how to be careful around him. So it's one thing to avoid him altogether, but this was a fun episode to do because I got to actually, be around the guy. Who knew? His name is Pete, right? So it was good to know him personally. Anyways, thanks for joining, and I'll see you next episode.